Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer Tech. Received this Vantrue dash cam to test out, and I'm quite excited for this upgrade, and I'm calling it an upgrade because I've had a Vantrue N4 camera in my car for the past 5-6 years, and it's been excellent. I've used the original Vantrue N4. I really like the design of it and the quality of it, and there's only a couple things on the old one, which is just, there's a box over here of the old one. There's only a couple things on the old one that I did not like, which is that it did not have Wi-Fi, and this one required an upgrade module to get GPS in it. The new one solves those complaints for me. Looks like they've changed the design of it a little bit. This is again another triple camera, so it's got one that faces the front of the car, another one that faces the cabin of the car, and then the satellite camera or the remote camera. This is the third channel that you point out the back of your car. Here's what it looks like. Looks like the screen has gotten significantly bigger and has Wi-Fi, which gives you things like the app control. So this one is 4K HDR front, 1080p cabin, and 1080p rear. The old one that I had was 2550, I believe, max resolution. It wasn't 4K. This one also has 4K HDR. It uses Sony Starvis 2 image sensors. It has a bigger 3.19-inch IPS LCD screen. Some other new features is it has voice control. My other one didn't have that. 5 GHz Wi-Fi and app control. GPS logger, buffered motion detection, collision detection, low bitrate parking mode, adjustable parking sensors, magnetic assist mount, a super capacitor so that if you briefly disconnect the battery, it keeps its settings, extreme temp protection, and a optional CPL filter. So let's get into this thing and we'll see what it's like. Here are some of the QR codes if you want to take a look at some of the apps. So yeah, I consider having a dash cam pretty essential in a car. Since I got my first one, which was that Vantrue original N4 5 or 6 years ago, I've put a dash cam in every one of my vehicles except for my camper van. And now that I have enough cameras to put in every single vehicle that I currently have on the road, I think I will just move that older camera into the camper van, and then I'll have this new one. Actually, you don't need the knife for this. I'll have this new one in the daily driver, which I no longer have the Golf R. Now I'm in a Jaguar F-Pace SVR. Both those cars, even though they were new models and they had forward-facing cameras for lane centering and other tech, none of them record. So even in a 2024, 2025 vehicle, I'm not aware of any that can do recordings. You can turn on a track camera in some of the really racy cars, but not much more than that. All right, let's open it up. We got a Vantrue quick start guide, just shows you the type of connections. It looks like it's all changed to USB-C type connections. Here's the main unit. Gives you a quick start, brief, quick unboxing, and then we will get it in the car and test it out. All right, so this little protective sheet here is actually just protecting the screen, which, yeah, a much bigger screen, Nexus 4 Pro. Here's the front-facing camera with infrared blaster so that you get good quality of video in your car at night. Here's the control buttons. Actually, most of the key control inputs are on these quick start sheets. So the power button is a single press to emergency lock and snapshot, or long press to power on and off. Each button has a short and a long press. So the one that's a camera button, which is this one quick press is record on and off, one long press is to turn the screen on and off. The next one over is the microphone on and off on a quick press. Long press is parking lot mode. The next one over is a short press is switch cameras. Long press does nothing. And the next one over is short press is menu. Long press is Wi-Fi on and off. And just in case you don't pay attention to this rear marker here on the USB input that's on the very top, this very first sheet that you see at the very start when you open up the box is indicating that the input on the side of the power mount is your power, and the input on the top of the camera is for the satellite rear camera. Do not plug the rear camera into the power module. Here's the on-off button Here's the front-facing lens. Take off these protective covers, but then put them back on for during the install, because you want to leave these protections on until you install them, and then you make sure you don't scratch the lens during your install. So it's got this big bezel around it, but the actual lens is typical size. So I will say that this camera is significantly bigger than the old one, but it has a lot more tech. It's got Wi-Fi, it's got GPS built in, it has little pogo pins here for the mounting system. Here's the satellite camera. This will be for the rear channel. So you have a 3M strip here. These are all adjustable, so you can change the angle. USB-C power input, which I do like, and because that's one complaint about I had on the old one. The old one, the original N4, I never used this satellite camera because it had an analog style barrel pin connection and it would get staticky. So I'm glad that they've gone to all digital type connections now. That is great to see. All right, this here is the box of accessories and the charger. Nope, this is the mount. This is the window mount, which looks like it's a little bit of a different design. The original N4 had a suction cup mount. This one is going to be a 3M stick. So yeah, USB-C input, 3M stick to windshield, pin mounting system. So we still haven't found the actual charge cable yet. All this stuff needs to be powered. What is that? A trim tool. So they give you a trim tool for pulling at the edges of your door trims and stuff, so that you can feed the cables through. Because that's one thing with these dash cams is there's a lot of cables to run, especially if you're going to run that rear camera. You have to get the cabling all the way to the back of your car, and you have to kind of run power all the way there. So here's the main power unit, which is a pass-through 12 volt to gives you a USB 3, looks like a quick charge 3.0 type USB, a little LED indicator, and a right angle USB-C connector. The length of this cable we'll find out when I do the actual install in the car. What else is in this box? Nothing. So just the trim tool, the mount, and this, and under here is the extension cables for running the rear camera. Instruction manual, 3-channel voice controlled dash cam, pretty big book. I'll zoom out here a little bit. So I'll familiarize myself with these instructions. Nice color, actual color, multiple language manual. Let's see how far English goes. It's actually indicated on the pages by these little dark markers, so you can see here English goes to right about here. Alright, so that's how much of the English instructions there are. And yeah, full color print with seems like pretty good text. So I'll familiarize myself with all the features of this and come back to you later. The rest of the stuff in the box is a alcohol wipe to clean your windshield, microfiber cloth, 2 alcohol wipes, a screen protector, or actually you put this on your windshield probably to give it a better adhesive mount spot. You get 2 of those, and if you really want, you can tell people that your car's protected with dash cam recording. Alright, pretty neat. That's the quick little unboxing experience, and next thing we'll put it in the car and try it out, and I'll come back to you once we've done that and show you how it all works. Reminder that all the Vantrue dash cameras are going to be on sale for Amazon Prime Day 2024, July 16th and 17th. So check the links in the video description. There's some good deals to be had. If you don't necessarily want this big N4 Pro dash cam, there's other options available, like the S1 is a much smaller footprint, some nice features. Go check out what's available at Vantrue dash cams on Amazon Prime Day. I wanted to get this video up for you today on Prime Day, so this is just going to be the unboxing, but to see a later video on installing the camera in the car and testing it live on the road, subscribe to the Netcruzer Cars channel. I will do a video about that in a car later on.